Shout out to the K&J fam. You're back once again rocking with Kristen and Jamil. And we are here again, you guys, with another mukbang. But not just any mukbang.
Wait, what?
No. Oh, we got a new version.
I am from that. 100%.
Yes, today, guys.
I'm really proud of myself.
That was good. It was different. Today, you guys, we are here with a Carl's Jr. mukbang. Ooh. And, yep, we are keeping it low carb, of course, again.
Lower.
It's lower carb. It's
definitely
exactly.
not low carb. But we switched out their buns for our buns, so each bun is only 6 net carbs.
Yes.
And we did, instead of french fries, we have some fried zucchini. So there's a little bit of the batter, of course, on the zucchini.
Exactly.
But it's not a potato, it's a zucchini. So
that's true.
A little bit better,
So we are excited.
Yes.
I think we're going to dig in and start talking about it while we eat. So let's go ahead. Oh, let's do a thumbnail really quick. Yeah. And we'll get started.
That sounds great. I'm ready.
All right.
Ooh, got one of these bad boys.
I know, right?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, we should do the power punch.
Oh, okay, cool. Both of us?
Yeah.
Okay, both of us.
Okay.
Do we do it with something or without?
Put this down. Okay.
I know, right?
Okay, just a power punch.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my god, I love that. I love that.
We'll see if everyone likes it. Let us know what you think of that, guys.
Yes.
We actually had someone that actually recommended that to us. We wanted to try it.
One of our supporters suggested we do a power punch, so
that's cool.
Let me know if you liked it.
Yep. And actually, if you guys have any suggestions, let us know. We'll try anything. We'll get creative.
Yes.
We don't mind.
We'll make
as long as it's not too crazy.
If you want us to make out, we'll make out. That's fine. Okay.
All right, cool, guys. We're gonna eat, and then we'll talk about what we have.
Okay.
So this one's yours.
Oh, thank you.
Yep. So what Kristen got. We both got Western burgers, actually. So it's 2 Western burgers. Mine.
I didn't get a Western. I got a Superstar.
Oh, you got a Superstar.
I did.
That's okay. Got it.
You're like, that's why.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Kristen got a double. You get a double.
Yep. My Superstar.
Superstar is 2 patties. Mm-hmm. It looks really good. Cheddar cheese on it.
Yep.
Mine
pickles,
is the
onions, tomatoes, and lettuce.
Yeah, exactly. Mine, same thing. Pickles, onions, and tomatoes and lettuce. But actually, no pickles. No. Yeah, no pickles. But there's jalapenos on there, bacon on there. It looks incredible. It's the Western burger, so I'm excited. I'm super excited.
That's really good. That's some ranch dressing to dip the zucchini fries in.
We got a lot of hot sauces. So, Louisiana. Which I'm feeling this Louisiana lately. Feeling it. We got some Crystal right here.
Yeah.
We got sriracha. And you gotta have ketchup. You can't do it without ketchup. Can't do it without ketchup. So I'm excited.
We're good to go. Nice. Oh. And then Jamil also got a fish sandwich. I'll take a napkin, please.
It's actually the spicy fish. We
Spicy fish sandwich.
The last time I did Carl's Jr., guys, I got that sandwich, and it was so good. I was like, I got to do it again. I had to. Oh, no, wait a second. That wasn't Carl's Jr. That was Arby's.
It was Arby's.
Well, we'll find out how it is. I'll try it in just a bit. I'll let you guys know if it's good or not. We'll see. We'll see.
I'll take a little ketchup too, please.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Yep. Is that good enough?
Yep, I know. There you go.
Gave her like a little dab.
He likes to do that. This is
you guys.
So good, you guys.
Yeah, if you have a Carl's Jr. open in the area, I recommend going to it as soon as possible. Or Hardees. It's Hardees too. I forgot. Yeah, out here they call it Carl's Jr., of course.
I was talking to Jamil about why they call it 2 different names.
Oh, yeah.
We should just look it up.
We should.
But I was thinking maybe there was like a rivalry in the family. And maybe Carl was like, no, we gotta call it Carl. You know, it's our family name. I'm a junior. Dad's name was Carl. And then Hardy was like, heck no. Why do you get all the fame just because you were firstborn? And then maybe they split it up.
Change it up. Doesn't sound like a good idea.
That's my
there.
theory.
Well, I know why else. Why would they split it up?
I know.
I mean, maybe. Is there a chance they like both had the same exact food, and they were just like, well,
too different now.
How do you know? It's a possibility. Maybe they just had the same
don't know.
exact burgers. And they were like, let's just team up. Let's just team up. I don't know.
Or what if? Take one more napkin, please.
Oh yeah.
What if one of the names didn't do well on a certain side of the
Well, that's more than likely.
United States? You think so?
Yeah, more than likely. More than likely, they're testing out things, you know? That's why, you know, all these places, McDonald's, fast food, they're always testing out different names and foods and maybe not names, but at least foods and stuff. So maybe that was one of the things they tried out. They're like, let's change it to Hardees or vice versa. Let's change it to Carl's Jr. and see how it does.
We should just look it up so we don't sound stupid. But you
I
can Google
know.
it.
You know, somebody's like sitting there screaming at the, you know, the screen answering it.
Yeah, 1,000.
You should check it out.
Yes. Anyways, guys, today was so gloomy. It was raining super hard and hailing,
Yeah.
thundering and lightning, which we
Everything.
never get that. Hardly.
Yeah. I'm going in for a bite for this, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Let them know how it is.
Really good. Very good.
What's funny to me is you don't do the Filet-O-Fish, but you will do every fish sandwich under the sun from other places.
Okay, well, here's the thing.
That's what's funny to me.
I know. Well, here's the thing. I haven't had a filet fish in years. And when I was really young, I just didn't like any fish sandwich. I liked fish, but not like sandwiches. But now that I'm older, you know, I tried this one and the other one first. I don't mind them.
I bet you like the
I
Filet-O-Fish.
might actually like the filet of fish. Maybe we should do it one time. Because I haven't had it in years. Years, so.
I like the Filet-O-Fish.
What were we saying now? I'm just saying something.
The lightning.
Yeah, you guys. So, I mean, obviously, everyone has lightning and thunder and all that stuff, and we're not complaining because, you know, for the most part, even though we're not Southern California, here in Northern, we get a lot. You know, we get a lot of nice weather for the most part. But it was very crazy to see not just rain but hail, which we, like Kristen said, we like never get hail.
Oh, yeah.
We like never get it.
It was like.
So that was pretty.
Like,
it was
coming
pretty
down.
intense. Yeah. That was pretty crazy.
And then, yeah, the lightning and the thunder.
Yeah.
Normally, lightning's like far away. It takes a while to come.
It does.
But there was like a flashlight, and then right away it was like, and I was like,
Yeah,
oh my
it was
god, it
close.
was so close. Yeah.
Super close.
I feel like it was like right above where we were.
Yeah. No, I think the weather's been crazy in a lot of places. Like some places are getting like earthquakes and stuff.
Really?
That I think I heard there was an earthquake recently. That it was in a place that they normally don't really get earthquakes, or they just don't get them that often. Who knows? It's crazy though.
It is. It is.
Oh, by the way, guys, after we finish eating, we have some Hulu movies now. So we've obviously done picks for Netflix, we've done picks for Amazon, and we got a recommendation to do picks for Hulu.
Yes.
Now for Hulu, I think what we're doing, we're just going to only do like, do we have 6?
I think we're 5.
Okay, we got 5 picks. We didn't want to overboard this time. We had a different variety of stuff. So that way, you know, we don't like overwhelm you guys with a whole bunch of different stuff. But yeah, let us know what you think of those results. Or those, not results, but the choices.
Oh, so good. I'm drinking Diet Peach Snapple tea. And Jamil has a Diet Pepsi, right?
So going to the store today, guys, I didn't tell you about it really much, did I? I haven't been to the store in a week or two? In 2 weeks?
Not that
About
long.
that? Has it not been that long?
Has it been that long? Well, we go to get
I think it's been like a week. Yeah. It's been a while. I think. Usually we would go like every few days.
Maybe a week.
Anyways. It's starting to get crazier and crazier.
Excuse me.
Now what, I don't know if you guys are dealing with the same exact thing, but For us in the store, they're only letting a certain amount of people in at a time. There's a few Trader Joe's by us. They have like lines outside, people waiting to get in. You know, trying to keep up with the social distancing stuff. So they're like keeping people. I mean, when we went, we were able to just walk right in because there weren't a lot of people there. But it was starting to get more packed, so I'm assuming they're going to implement that.
Yeah, absolutely.
More and more.
I went to 7-Eleven, and they have the little feet things of where you have to stand when you're in line.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they're like, there's this big plastic divider between you and the cash register person at 7-Eleven. You know, so you don't transmit any germs back and forth. Big plastic sheet. It's crazy.
It is.
It's crazy. It's different, you know?
So inside the store, you know, for the most part, everything's normal. People shopping, grabbing stuff. The shelves were still kind of empty, but it wasn't terrible. It wasn't worse than it was before. They did have a lot more dairy stuff than before.
Oh, good.
Which is
good. They were out of
last
eggs
time. They were out of everything. But the eggs are back, the butter's back, cheese is back, so...
I still know toilet paper and paper towels.
Yeah, that's still not coming back. That'll be back eventually, but it's going to be a while.
Yeah. It's insane.
Yeah. But what was interesting is obviously with the register, they have you used to be able to just put your stuff on the conveyor belt, you know, when you're behind somebody, you just put it on there. But now they're having people wait. The register person will tell you
to come up
and they can put stuff on there. So I made like this really long line. So while I was in line, it did take a while. It took like... It took a while. Like, I know the couple in front of me had like they were packed. They had everything in that. They did shopping. Yeah, they did their month shopping for sure.
And they were in front of you?
Yeah, they were right in front of me. But then when it was my turn, I get up there, and some lady like comes up to the lady in the register and was like, do you have another cashier? Because she's like, you have another cashier because these lines are out of control right now. And the lady's like, you can talk to a manager. She's like,
let me translate to that.
Yeah. It's
not my effing problem, lady.
Yeah.
Deal with it. I'm not going to help you at all.
Yeah. It's like, how you going to come up to someone? She's doing her job.
100%. It's like you're in a freaking quarantine lockdown pandemic.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's chill, okay?
Yeah, it's true.
I get the line is long, and unless you have a disability or special need, or you're having trouble sitting, be quiet, you know?
Yeah. No, she was walking all around the store.
I'm quite sure she was, yes. That's what I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like, you know, let's chill. Like, we're all going through it, you know? And
it's true.
It's like, no, you know, they don't have anybody. If they had an extra person, that person would be in the front right now, you know? Like, chill. I don't know. People are just very... okay. People are just very entitled. Say it. Talk. No, just kidding.
I took the biggest bite.
You don't have to tell me that you had to say something. I could have kept talking.
I don't want you to change the subject. I don't want you to change the subject, my bad.
Okay, no worries.
So, the thing is, there were like 5 or 6 registers open. So it wasn't like...
cashiers,
cashiers. And everyone was bagging. Everyone had a bagger. So, and yeah, I mean, the lady bagging for me was a little slower, but nonetheless, they were like, usually they're not like that. No. Usually they have like,
maybe 3
even
open.
during a busy time, like 3.
3 open and then
no people, yeah.
Oh, can you do the self-checkout?
And the self-checkout was open.
You just didn't want to do it.
Well, I had a good amount of stuff, and I didn't want to hold up the line too much, you know? So I was like, I'll wait in line.
Got it.
But, yeah, so the lady's like, you know, she's like, is there another register open or something like that? And he was like, you know, well, you could talk to a manager. And she's like, where's the manager at? The lady's like looking. She's like, back there somewhere. You know what I mean? It's like,
so the cash lady, register lady, really cared. Yeah. It sounded like she was very into what the complaint was about.
It's crazy, yeah. But it's like, how do you expect someone to just...
She's like, I dare you to complain.
What does she expect her to do?
I don't blame her at all.
Pick up the phone. We need another cashier. Another cashier come to the front.
In the back.
And like Safeway's like, hey, telling all their employees in the morning, okay, so what we're going to try and do is not open all the registers. We're going to have everyone, we're going to wait until people ask us to open. And then we'll open it. You know what I mean? I don't know. But
shout out to all the cashiers.
Yes. Working right now who are struggling to deal with people like that. You know, and she wasn't like nice about it. That's the problem. If she was like nice about it, like, hey, do you guys have any more registered cashier? You know, any more cashiers open? It's kind of a long line. It wouldn't have been that bad. But she's like, do you have any more cashiers? This is terrible. You guys, the line's like da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? It's like, sorry.
It's like, no, we don't. Yeah. Shout out to everyone who has to go into work right now for whatever reason. You know, you all are brave. It's hard. You know, it's a lot.
Yeah. It is insane. I mean, it's pretty sad that a lot of people got laid off. That's terrible. It's terrible. I know a few people. It's continuing to build, you know.
Yeah.
So hopefully, though, everyone was able to file for unemployment because obviously that's one of the things that they're offering to not everyone, but for the most part. Like if you were laid off a job, unemployment's an option. Also, if you're 1099, meaning private contractor, unemployment as well is an option for you. So
that's good.
Yeah, which is good, which is really nice that there's that opportunity because
For sure.
this is crazy right now.
Yeah, it is. So.
Yeah, and now everyone has to wear masks. I mean, not everyone has to wear a mask, but at least in our area,
It's recommended that you wear a
recommended.
mask.
Or Trump recommended that, right?
No, Gavin.
Gavin Newsom, who's the mayor or the governor of California, recommended everyone have a mask.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if Trump was one to recommend. Someone recommended, I don't know if it was federal or state, but basically don't go to the store unless you have to. So we got to start ordering more. But ordering's been hectic because they're out of so many things that sometimes it's best to just like go yourself, you know? But anyways, they want you to do delivery. And they want you to, if you do go to the store, only bring one person from your family. So.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to limit the contact between people, you know?
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Things are changing, guys.
Yep, all the schools here, at least, you guys, they're closed until the next school year. So everybody, and that happened in multiple states, I believe. Yeah, so everybody, you know, with people in Oregon, friends in Oregon too, who, you know, the state above us, who, same thing, they canceled it for the rest of the year. So, you know, parents are expected to do homeschool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I call it a wash.
Yeah.
What's funny is, well, sorry, no, I shouldn't talk about it.
Oh, it's insane because I don't think anyone would have thought something like this could have happened. I mean, you have experts out there. You have people that study pandemics that kind of see and understand the way they work and stuff. So they were able to. A lot of them were like had written books like this could happen, and this exact thing happened. You know. So, I mean, things are going to change. Things are not going to ever be the same. I mean, I don't think it's going to be like, it's not like you're going to walk outside a year from now and it's going to be a whole new, like a completely different world, but there's going to be a lot more things in place, you know? A lot more rules.
Restrictions, guidelines.
Grocery stores, you know, for example.
Yeah.
They're probably going to have a lot more hand sanitizer things, a lot more just things in general.
The grocery cart. Yeah, because they already had that, but it's going to be like... You have to wipe off your cart.
Yeah, you have to wipe off the cart.
You have to do things, yeah.
Or they probably won't ask the customer to wipe off the cart. They'll just have to have somebody probably
do it
there to wipe off the cart. Yeah.
It's true.
I could see that. I could see that being the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's insane. It's crazy. Things are...
It's a factoid.
It is. It is. So we'll see what what am I doing? Put this down there.
I'm so full.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm going to save that for later. Stuffed. Are you full? You're feeling it? That was so good, though. I love Carl's Jr.
Yeah, no, but good.
Yum. And again, it definitely has carbs in it for sure, but less than it would. And we got fries and ate the regular bun, so I'm happy.
Yeah, no, for sure. And we were going to do protein style with the lettuce, but
these buns, and these buns are great.
Yes, and I don't know, I mean... I mentioned this before in our videos. So once again, we get this low carb bread, which is really, really good. Definitely the best one that we've had. We've had a lot of different ones.
Yes. Totally.
We normally we've been getting it from Amazon, and right now with everything happening, Amazon's taking 2 weeks sometimes to deliver some stuff. So I was walking down the aisle in the store.
That's so cool.
And I saw it, and it was. And by the way, it's been like every time we go to the store, it's been gone.
It's
like,
been gone for a month.
Longer than a month. Like 2 months almost.
Yeah.
So this time I'm just walking by, not expecting it because I stopped checking.
Yeah.
I see it. I grabbed all of them.
Yoink!
Because they only have 3.
Oh, they only
had
had 3? They had 3 breads?
They had 3.
Of our low carb?
Yeah. Sorry, guys. If anyone's watching it who went to Safeway.
They're like, nobody's eating the low carb but us.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of other breads. It's okay. We need this. We're running out.
I know, it's true. If you are eating like gluten-free or low carb or like just special kind of breads, you got to make sure you get it, or else because you can't have whatever random brand that they have in the shelves is different. So
you can't.
You shouldn't have told people who got 3, but it's okay.
I know.
Sorry, guys.
I would have got 4 though. If I had that. Oh, I should say this though. There's only 4 to a pack. So 3 is really, you know.
Oh, 4 buns. Yeah, I see what you're
4
saying.
buns. There's only 4 full buns. Which,
and we eat it. It is.
Yeah,
it's
we were down to 2. And we just got it like, no, we're going in. No, I don't think anyone's going to mind. I don't think anyone's going to mind. There's only 3. I don't know why they only have 3.
Yeah.
They keep selling out.
I know they only have a little bit.
Crazy. Yeah. No, I'm getting 3 for sure. I got 4. That'll be my max. I gotta stop at that. But.
Anyways.
Yeah. So,
we hope you guys are doing well. So I wanted to do these Hulu recommendations for you. Mm-hmm. If you have Hulu, I really appreciate all you guys letting us know the shows or movies that you have started based on our recommendations.
Oh yeah.
I appreciate that. It's awesome. One person loves Ozark and is obsessed.
Really?
So that's cool.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm. And there's other people watching it. So
I wish we hadn't seen Ozark and just discovered it today. I know. I wish, because I'd be watching all of it.
I know.
I'd be watching it right now.
I know.
We wouldn't be recording. I'd be watching
really
it. Because it's that good.
Yeah.
Also, too, I should say, for those of you who have not seen Breaking Bad, now's your chance. Because that is
it's time. It's still as good.
Phenomenal show. It's amazing.
Yes, times have not changed.
It's so good.
It's still an amazing show. Mm-hmm. You will not be disappointed.
Yeah, make it past the first season to maybe season and a half. And it's only, I think the first season's only like 7 episodes. And I think the second season's, it's like 12 or something. But once you get the characters down and they develop them, it's so good. Yeah. It's such a good show. So
is it that? Yeah, season 4 is like.
Well, 3 too.
Is it 3?
3 was when it turned. Yeah.
Okay.
In my opinion,
season 3 it turned.
Started getting really good.
And season 4 was like.
Yeah.
It ramped up. But you're right. Season 3 is when it started to get really good.
Yeah. No, because I remember watching for Breaking Bad the first season because we didn't know about the show, but everyone had watched it, right? Because we didn't start it until season 5 was about to start.
Oh yeah. Can't believe we waited that long.
We did. We waited a long time. 4 just ended and 5 was gonna start. So we were like, people were like, we were in LA at this time and talking to random people, neighbors and stuff. And one guy was like, "You've never seen Breaking Bad?" And we had heard that a few times before. We were like, "Yeah, we had." He's like, "You have to watch it." So finally, we're like, "We'll just watch it. Let's just check it out." And I remember the first season. I remember thinking it's good. But it's nothing special, I remember
you said that.
Yeah, it was
you
nothing
had the
special.
audacity to say that.
I can't believe it. And then I made it to the second season, and I was like, it's a little slow, but they're developing the characters, so I get it. And then towards the end of that season, it got good. And then the third season got very good. And then the fourth season, it just got crazy. And then I'm sorry, guys. If you guys understand Breaking Bad, you know what I'm talking about. And then the 5th season happened,
which was the last.
The last season, and that's what did it. Once you get through the whole thing, you're sad that it's gone. It's really sad. Yeah, there were things that happened. I'm not gonna say anything in the 5th season that definitely kept me up all night. I was thinking
not just kept him up, but he still thinks about it. He still thinks about it.
You too.
And has an emotion.
You too.
Melissa, don't call me out. We're talking about you right now.
It's true.
You think about it and you have an emotion.
I do.
Yeah, it's so good.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's so good.
I cry sometimes.
Some of the best writing.
It's the best writing
on television.
Yeah,
so good. So
yeah. So if you have Netflix, that is one we highly recommend.
I think they're also it's on Netflix. Is it on anything else? It might just be Netflix.
It might be on it. Well, it's definitely on Amazon. Well, sorry, definitely Netflix. Possibly Amazon, and it's probably on Hulu too. I mean, it's one of the biggest shows of all time, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was everywhere.
I'm going to change the subject super quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Really quick, and then we're going to do our Hulu thing.
Okay.
I'm going to shout out to Jamil, my amazing husband right here. Because I was getting a paronychia, which is like a little, kind of like a little infection next to your nail.
Yeah.
And it hurts. It gets really red and sometimes inflamed, and sometimes I can get gross stuff in it.
Yeah.
And it was hurting and it was starting. And I was like, I think I'm getting paronychia. It's like, Jamil's like, put some hydrogen peroxide on it.
Yeah.
Into your nail where the opening is. And I was like, I don't know, and then I did it. And then today it is way less red and it's healing. So shout out to hubby for always recommending.
That's what I do.
The hydrogen peroxide.
I shouldn't have said anything. I should have let you suffer. Okay.
It's way better though.
No,
it's still there, but it's definitely not as swollen.
Yeah. I get them because I bite my nails, and I'll like bite them too close sometimes, and it just messes.
Yeah,
up.
so you've had them before.
I've had them before.
Have you had it where it's underneath your, like right here?
Never.
Only on the sides.
Only on the sides.
Yeah.
But I did have. Remember that one time it got like really swollen.
Yeah, you
That's
had
when I
a
found
bad
out about it.
paronychia.
I had a terrible one, guys, where it was
Yeah.
like not like.
You
super.
never went to the doctor for that, did you?
No.
I went to the doctor for my. I only had one paronychia, bad one in my life.
Yeah.
And I went to the doctor for that, but that was during like I told you my staph infection that I got from the emergency room.
That's right.
Apparently, paronychias were a side effect of that kind of staph infection.
Oh.
So I kept
really?
getting these paronychias, and then there was one that happened that was like really bad, and it was super infected.
Yeah.
And so I went to the doctor for that. But
Yeah.
But normally you can just treat it at home.
Exactly. Well, that's why peroxide's so good. I mean, obviously look it up. Make sure it's
They
something
never
you want
said
to do.
peroxide. I look online. Sorry to interrupt you, but I look online
say
and
it.
it tells you to soak your stupid finger, and it says that. No, but it says soak your stupid finger in warm water.
Oh, really?
And soap or something.
No, that's
all
not
it
good
says.
enough. That's not good
That's
enough.
all it says. It's like, come on. Like, what kind of a treatment is that?
That's crazy.
Just because it softens it up and makes the pain go away a little bit?
Well, that's
no,
what it does,
Put an antiseptic.
Yeah.
Because
that's true.
obviously you have some type of like an opening.
Yeah, that's actually one of the things, right? You do want to put something on it that's gonna, that's gonna at least kill whatever bacteria is probably on it or something.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Anyway.
No, do peroxide. Look up peroxide for paronychia. I don't even know how to
Hydrogen.
spell it. Hydrogen peroxide,
Yeah,
of course.
people know what it is.
Yeah,
But
just in
anyways,
case.
it works because I put
Uh-huh.
it at a little bit of like an opening where the nail thing is where it was getting infected. Put the hydrogen peroxide on it. It doesn't hurt, but I saw a little fizzle, like a little fizzles, fizzes on the skin, and it was obviously soaking in, and now it's way better. So I want to do a little more tonight.
Yeah. No, it usually, for me, when I get them, with hydrogen peroxide, it takes about 2 days to go away. But for you, it was a day.
Yeah, it was good.
It's pretty good.
He's all impressed.
Not bad.
He's all impressed.
That's what I do. I save people.
Okay, here we go, you guys.
Okay.
Hulu recommendations.
Hulu recommendations. Let's do this. Can I?
We're very eclectic.
Well, we wanted to give a variety because we have. I mean, obviously, on all these different streaming services, we have a lot of movies that we watch, but we're just trying to see what might be a good movie that. Good movies that we think that you can get into right away that are good.
Okay. First is a show. Okay. The show is A Handmaid's Tale. If you guys have not seen A Handmaid's Tale, you got to see it. I think it's very popular right now.
Yeah.
So if
A
you
lot of
have
people probably know
Hulu,
about it.
most likely you are watching it.
Yeah.
But if not, go watch it. It's basically about a society where infertility was rampant and no new babies were being born. So basically what the government decided to do was reproduce, essentially. And there was only like a super small percentage of women that were still fertile.
Yeah.
And that were still fertile. So what they did is they basically made these towns and these cities into government run to where these women who are called handmaid's tales No, handmaids.
Yeah, handmaids, yeah.
These women who are called handmaids are basically essentially slaves and are just supposed to reproduce. That's their only job.
Yeah.
So a super rich family hires a handmaid, has sex with her.
Yeah, exactly.
Forcefully, and probably can't say the word, but forcefully, because she's a slave and it's not her choice, and she has to basically have babies.
Have babies, yeah.
So it's about this woman who was forced into this handmaid society slavery because she was in a free state, but then the government was coming to take over. She tried to run.
Exactly, and it has to do. It
really
takes
good.
place in like. Which I'm sure a lot of people, probably a lot of people have seen this before, but it takes place in like a post-apocalyptic type of world, but not really a post-apocalyptic, more like just a changing, because there was like a war, it sounded like, that broke out, some things happened, and then this, I guess they were kind of like they were like a religious type of
religious sanct,
type of
took
government
over
essentially.
Into politics.
Check it out. It was really good. Like for shows, it's hard for me to watch shows. I'm very, very picky, but that was a good one. I was able to make it through that one.
So Handmaid's Tale, if you haven't seen it, it's very good.
Very good.
Okay.
Cool. What else we got?
3 amazing documentaries.
Oh yeah,
for
we got
you.
some good ones. Yeah.
So good.
Not as popular too.
Yes. Okay. First documentary is Fyre Fraud.
Yes.
Tell them about it, baby.
Okay, this one actually might be the most popular of the 3, which you guys probably know about the documentary on Netflix, which was Fyre Festival. It was about
called Fyre. I'm not sure.
Or
what
maybe it was just Fyre, but it was about the Fyre Festival that happened a few years back, maybe about 5 years ago or something like that. Huge disaster. I don't want to go specifically into detail, but pretty much it was a festival put on by I guess this guy. They were like an app company. They developed apps and stuff like that. Entrepreneur. Yeah. Thought that it was going to be this massive thing, and you guys, it was a disaster. The thing was a disaster.
He was basically trying to make a high-end Coachella. So
that's
it was going to be
exactly
super, it was very elite, it was very rich.
Yes.
Super wealthy people, but you were supposed to stay in this luxury.
That's right.
You guys have heard of the If you haven't heard of the Fyre Festival, it was very popular.
Yeah, well, the reason why... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No,
well, the reason why we want to recommend this one is because they had the one on Netflix, which I think most people saw. Yeah. But not a lot of people knew about the Hulu one, which was, funny enough, it came out the same week.
And it's called Fyre Fraud.
Yeah, Fyre Fraud, but it's so good.
So good.
It's so good.
Just the story of the Fyre Festival, how it went from 0 to 60 like that.
Exactly.
The things that happened when people got to the festival.
That's right.
Like, I don't want to give... I mean, I want to kind of...
Yeah.
They basically offered villas.
Exactly.
Okay, 5-bedroom villas.
I know.
And people were sleeping in tents.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. Not just FEMA tents.
Exactly.
Not just a tent, like a FEMA tent.
Well, it was a FEMA tent. Yeah. That's exactly right.
With just a mattress. So you have to watch it. It's very good.
It's hilarious.
And so it talks about how it happened and how it happened, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And what happened to the person who was running it. Okay.
That's right. And then
second one. This one comes with a little disclaimer.
Yeah. Well, okay, is it that movie? Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, I was going to say, just because the mic is pointed towards you, you might not want to be as loud. Sorry about that.
Okay.
Just because
Too
I
bad.
noticed too. Okay. I know, right? Sorry, just because I should just point it towards
it's okay.
me a little bit. No. That way, because when it's uneven, sometimes it sounds weird. So, anyways, guys, sorry about that. So the second movie, I recommend it. Yeah, it's a documentary. I recommend it, but here's the thing. Let me give a little disclaimer.
Which is what it's called.
Before I say it.
Okay.
It's an alien conspiracy theory movie. So, or documentary.
But it's really good.
It's actually a good one, though. They have ones that are kind of whatever. Mm-hmm. This one's actually good. It's far-fetched. And if you can, if you like far-fetched, alien type
ideas
of, conspiracy, then this one's good. It's called...
Beyond Majestic.
Yes, Beyond Majestic.
It's very interesting. Yes. Even if you don't believe it, which is fine, just the ideas are very fascinating. And if you can hold the possibility...
Exactly.
That it could be true.
Yes.
I find it very interesting. 100%. So I'd definitely give it a try.
Yeah, absolutely. And, I think... obviously there's all sorts of just alien conspiracy stuff all the time out there, and some stuff is far-fetched, some is a possibility, but this one is, I gotta say, like, it's far-fetched, so a lot of it I don't believe, but it's still interesting. Like, you are like, what? How could they have thought of this type of stuff? So it's good, whether it's fact or fiction.
Yeah.
If you like that type of stuff, check it out, because it's a really good documentary.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Conspiracy theory.
Theory, exactly.
Which we love. Especially Jamil. Okay. Third documentary that we recommend. It's called Free Solo.
Yes.
It's basically about a guy, true story, that climbs Half Dome in Yosemite.
Which is a mountain.
Made out of just rock.
Yeah.
He climbs it with no gear. That's it. He's a free climber, whatever you call it. You call it a free something.
Free climber, yeah.
Yeah, he's a free climber.
In pants and a t-shirt.
Okay. No rope.
No rope.
No bungee thing.
Nothing.
No pick thing. No whatever. Like, we're talking.
Yeah.
He has shoes on.
Yep.
And he climbs a mountain.
Yeah.
Hella high up.
I think he has chalk. Right? Does he have chalk for his hands?
He has chalk.
So that's all he has.
Of course, he has chalk. He's good.
So he's kind of cheating with the chalk.
So it's basically nobody has ever climbed Half Dome with zero equipment before.
Yeah.
And Half Dome, you guys, is, I don't know how many, 1,000 feet? I don't know how many feet.
I don't know.
It's high.
Yeah.
It's a mountain.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's a rock that goes like this. It's literally straight up. It's straight up. We're not talking an incline. This is a rock climber with no gear.
That's right.
Oh my God, my stomach drops when I watch this documentary.
Yeah, so
I literally freak out from height anxiety looking.
It is pretty crazy.
Oh my God.
I do want to say this because we don't listen to like a lot of we don't know about climbing actually at all really, but we listen to podcasts where they'll talk about climbers and stuff like that. So we know a little bit.
Yeah.
So you have obviously real climbers, people that what they do is they have gear, and mountain climbers, everyone knows about them. But what is less known are people that are these, like Chris is saying, they're free climbers, meaning they have no gear, nothing at all, and they climb. This guy in jeans and t-shirt. But anyways, the reason why I'm mentioning this is because there's only 5 people in the world, or 6 people in the world that do it, that are this famous at least. I'm sure there's probably more people now after these documentaries and stuff.
Totally.
But before, there's only 5 to 10. The people barely do it because it's crazy. Yeah. And I think people have died before, obviously, from it and stuff. So it's you guys, if you want to see something that definitely is literally amazing, like beyond amazing, the way he climbs it and stuff like that.
A free solo. That's why it's called Free Solo.
Oh,
because you're a solo climber and you're doing a free without anything. Okay,
that makes sense.
I think it's called a free solo if you're doing it by yourself. Free solo climber.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyways,
definitely check it out.
It's a story. Yeah. It's crazy. Anyways, how they get the footage of it is basically his friends are droning it. So basically, he doesn't have video equipment of him climbing because he has nothing. He's just climbing. He has to focus on that. But his friends have drone footage of it, right near him, so you get to see all the height and everything, all the ridges that he has to put his fingers in. It is insane.
It's crazy. He's holding on like this to the wall,
literally,
like this. Thousands of feet in the air like this, holding on to a wall. It's crazy.
He has to do a jump thing.
So Free Solo to me, out of everything, if you have Netflix or Hulu, I highly recommend Free Solo. It's so good. It's such a good movie.
Okay, 2 movies.
2 movies.
1 horror, 1 comedy.
Okay.
Horror on Hulu. 28 Days Later.
Oh yeah.
If you haven't seen it.
It's popular. Everyone's
excellent
probably
movie.
seen it.
If you're a horror movie fan, most likely you've seen it, but it's probably been years since you have, so watch it again. If you haven't seen it, you're sleeping on it. You have to see it.
Yeah.
It's basically about, again, another apocalyptic situation where basically these people become infected and they're zombies, but they run. They run.
Yeah, a guy wakes up pretty much out of a coma, coming out of the hospital. In England. No one's there. No one's around. He doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah, he gets in an accident at the beginning of the movie.
Exactly.
Wakes up in a coma. Nobody's in the hospital.
Exactly.
It's completely
Empty, yes.
Empty.
Yes.
Can you
So,
imagine? Oh
I
my God.
know, it's crazy. So no one's there, no one's outside. He's trying to figure out what's going on, and then soon he finds out he's in the apocalypse. And yeah, it's a really good, a very well done horror zombie movie. So if you like horror zombie movies, if you haven't seen it, check it out.
In fact, I want to see it again.
I know, we might watch it again.
Yeah.
We might watch it. Okay, what do we got?
Comedy
next?
that came out many, many years ago, but again, not everybody saw it. Super, super good.
Oh yeah.
Fun with Dick and Jane.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
with Jim Carrey and I forget her other name.
Oh, I don't know her name.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, it's good.
So good.
Yeah.
And that's you have to say it's hilarious. It's one of our favorite Jim Carrey movies, I think.
Yeah, I would say that for
Yeah.
sure. Obviously, it's about a company. It was during, I think, around the 2008 2007 2008 crash, around that time period. So obviously it spoke to that time period where this company was similar to like Enron, some of the stuff that they did, where, well, I don't know exactly what they did because I don't know finances, but
he's a businessman.
He's a businessman.
He's trying to get a promotion. He's really working his way up in the company.
Yep.
And then basically one day the stock market tanks.
Yep.
He loses his pension. So do his coworkers. And it's about him getting his things back. He's about to lose his house. He's lost all of his other stuff, every single thing he owns. His family, they're about to be on the street.
Yeah.
So it's really an act of like desperation of him trying to get his money back, essentially.
Exactly. Yeah.
But it's a comedy and it's really, really good.
It's great, yeah.
So watch those.
It's definitely one of the Jim Carrey movies that hasn't gotten it didn't get a lot of attention, but it was very good. I thought it was really worth it. So at least that's a comedy we want to recommend, so that way you guys can enjoy it. Is there a movie out of all of them that you highly recommend?
The ones that we've said?
Yeah, out of everything that we said, what movie do you like? Hey, if you haven't seen it, this one you gotta see.
Definitely see. Okay, let me look.
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot all the things we said.
No problem.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. No, you can't put me on the spot like that.
Okay, well, I'll go.
All of them are good. Okay, what do you think?
Okay, well, I would say Free Solo.
I was gonna say that.
Oh, were you gonna?
Yes, I was gonna say that.
Well, then why didn't you say
Well, because
it?
I was a little afraid that maybe it wouldn't be everyone's pace.
It doesn't matter.
It's really
it's
good.
our best recommendation.
I think Free Solo too.
Yeah,
Okay.
of course. I would say the reason why I say Free Solo is because I think for most people it's something that people can watch.
Everybody can watch
because it's a
it.
documentary.
It's not boring.
It's not boring at all.
It's a crazy story.
Okay, stop cutting me off.
Oh, sorry.
No,
It won for best documentary, I think, too.
It did. It definitely
Okay,
did. No, it's definitely no. It's all good. I was gonna say something 3 times. No, it's all good.
Okay.
Yes, so it's definitely something I think that anyone could watch at any time. Like it's families can watch it. Like it's not anything too crazy. No, it's not rated R or anything like that. So Free Solo, I would say, is the number 1 to watch.
Me too.
I have a number 2.
Okay.
Do you want me to not put you on the spot for that? Because I won't.
Fyre Fraud?
Oh, yeah, if you want. Is that what you're choosing?
Well, it might not be everyone's story, but I really like the whole Fyre Festival story.
Yeah.
It's crazy how many people got ripped off.
Yeah.
What they were promising everybody, but what it turns out what really happened
Yeah.
is it's actually kind of humorous, but obviously not to the people who had their money taken away from them. But if you didn't have your money taken away, you're just like, oh my God, I can't believe something like this could happen.
Exactly.
So I like Fyre Fraud. I think that's really good.
Yeah.
But I definitely think Fun with Dick and Jane is a great movie in terms of comedy.
Yeah.
The family can watch it. I think that's a really good family one.
For sure. I'm going to say Majestic. What is it?
Beyond Majestic.
Beyond Majestic. Because I like alien stuff. I like alien stuff. And sure, is it scary? Yes.
Does it freak you out?
Freak you out?
Yes.
Yes. Because here's the thing. It's not real. More than likely it's not real. I don't know if it's real. More than likely it's not real. Let's be real about this. I believe in aliens. I believe that there's probably, there's billions and billions of stars out there. Maybe there's something. I don't know. But this movie takes it to another level.
It does.
But it's so good.
I want to see it again.
It's so
Let's watch it
good.
again.
Like what they talk about and stuff. Could I explain one of the
Sure.
scenes?
Explain one of the theories.
Well, I'll talk about. I was going to think about the moon one.
The moon one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's out there. See, we're going to think we're crazy. Just so you know, we didn't invent this documentary. It happened to show up.
Exactly.
Okay, do the moon one really quick.
Well, the crazy thing, because
I believe this, though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
Obviously,
Say
there's a
the-
lot of
say
different
the
things
moon
that they
one.
talk about. But the moon one, the guy talked about how they definitely have like ships that could go to the moon like that. Like not space, well they are spaceships, but not like a flying saucer type of thing, but just like spaceships, that could just zoom straight to the moon, right? And he goes into detail as how, secretive and all that type of stuff. But and he was talking about how like there's a force field on the moon or not a force field, there's a well, it is like a force field where it's invisible. Everything's invisible. So if you're looking at the moon, you can't see it. But if the force field is off, and I know this is crazy, guys, you can see what's on the moon, right? So he talking about how, and the reason why it was so crazy, because we were like, that sounds crazy. But he explained his point of view because he said he kept going back and forth to the moon. So what was interesting was while he was describing it, he was talking about his perspective of being on the ship going to the moon and how it was like.
And what it looked like. When he was looking out of like the window.
Window and stuff.
Also what it looked like when he got to the moon and they were hovering over this space station. It's like a secret space station. When it was hovering over, he was looking down. He said he didn't see anything. Yeah. And then all of a sudden he sees this like fuzz haze thing. And then this building starts to materialize, and there was this big ass space building. Yeah. So apparently, there's like a secret space program that funds this. Okay, it sounds crazy. It sounds I need you to see it now because it's crazy, and you totally don't have to believe it. Obviously, it's fine. Yeah. But do we? Heck yeah. Some of it. We believe some.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't know about that. But the way he describes... What you're trying to say.
Yeah, it's how he describes it.
It's the way he describes it does sound very like a first person...
Yes.
Like he lived it. Like you could... Yeah. And we're not... Obviously, I'm not experts of people who are lying, although I'm pretty good. And, and I do it for a living. Yeah, so I could tell when he was recalling it, he was really recalling it. Yeah. You can just tell when people are full of nothing, or you can tell when people are real. So anyways, I felt like it was legit.
Exactly. And once again, like Kristen's saying, I can't keep saying this. Who knows? Yeah. Who knows? But I definitely think that there could be something out there because...
Beyond Majestic.
Yeah. I want to mention one thing really quick too, and I'm sorry guys, I know.
And that's it.
We're talking for a long time.
Yeah.
I know.
No, I don't want to give too much away.
Oh, no, okay, this is about something different.
Oh, that's it.
So there is the scientist Bob Lazar. If any of you guys follow the alien stuff, because like I said, I'm a conspiracy theorist.
That's a Netflix documentary too.
Oh, it is.
What's it called?
Yeah,
something Bob Lazar, right?
Yeah, what's it called?
Okay, it's on Netflix.
Yeah. Oh, actually, to be honest, that actually might be one you'll definitely want to check out because the Beyond Majestic, like I said, it's better than the Bob Lazar one. The way that they put the documentary together, Majestic's better, but the Bob Lazar one is real. That's
this is
real.
On Netflix. It's a documentary. It's called Bob Lazar, Area 51 and Flying Saucers.
Yes.
This man is not lying.
Yeah,
Watch
it's crazy. Yeah. Well, before we give the confidence saying this guy's definitely not lying.
He's not lying.
Because could he be lying? No. It would be a miracle, and I'll tell you why.
It would be a miracle.
Yeah, so this guy pretty much, his whole story was that he, without going crazy in case you want to watch it, but they don't really go into his story because everyone knows
and it was on the
from
news.
The 80s.
Yeah.
It was a big deal in the 80s.
Yeah.
He lived in Nevada and went to go work for, this secret agent or secret agency. It was like a secret program that he was supposed to work on. He gets on this bus. They don't know where they went because I think they blacked out the window, so they don't know where they went. They get to this location. He goes into the location was in a mountain, and inside of the mountain, there were spaceships, and they weren't man-made spaceships the way he was explaining it. He goes in detail about it. But sure enough, this place in particular was Area 51. Or was it Area 51?
It wasn't Area 51. It wasn't Area 51. There's different ones right outside of Area 51 that are still secret.
Exactly.
Programs.
He was the one that, this is why they're, when they say it's all these people are lying, these alien things, it's fake. Well, the thing about him is no one knew about this Area 51 area. He was the one that broke it. Yep. So what happened was he explained it and was like, no, this thing is real. And for years, the government, everyone was like, no, that's BS. That
doesn't exist.
Not true. It's not existing. And then in the 90s or even a little later, they started to explain that Area 51 actually is real. So that
not
was
just Area 51,
thing.
the programs near
programs.
it.
Yeah.
He had a name for the program. People were like, that doesn't even exist. That's not a thing.
Because it wasn't on the map or anything like that. So,
but later that was proven to be right.
That's exactly
Also,
right.
he discovers this element
that's the craziest
that
thing.
people said that element doesn't exist. What are you talking about?
Which it didn't at the time. It was something that didn't exist whatsoever. No one knew how to harness it, essentially. Didn't exist whatsoever. Yep. He just made it up from what they were saying. It wasn't true. But now, over the last 5 years, scientists discovered it.
It exists.
And it actually does exist. The problem is we aren't able to process it at a large level. But he was saying back then, they had it in a large level. They don't know how they got it, but they got it. Well, he didn't know how they got it, but they got it. But he talked about the spaceships and like kind of a little bit how they worked and stuff like that. But his story is crazy.
Yeah, and his story has not changed.
It hasn't changed.
30, 40 years. Yeah. He says, this is what I was hired to do this. He explains it in detail. Yeah. I was only hired to do this function of it. So he doesn't give all the details of how this worked and that worked and what
he doesn't talk about going to the moon.
No. He was working on something and he'll talk to you about it. But it is very specific, and he has not changed his story in 30, 40 years. Yeah. That guy's not lying.
Yeah, he's definitely not.
So that's a fascinating documentary. You should watch that.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. It's definitely cool. Check it out. I love it. I could talk about this stuff all day, you guys. I'm big into, like, thinking about it. Like, is it real? Is it, But
that's real.
That one seems real. I would bet
I have zero question on it.
Yeah.
The Beyond Majestic... could be. You're just not sure.
That could be some people capitalizing off of a market that's doing well.
Could be. Yeah. But you never know.
But yeah, you don't know. But if anything...
I'm big on how people explain a story. I'm also big if that story wavers over the years. But if you can explain a story like it's your first person and none of it changes, like...
Yes. I know. It's crazy. Yeah. And I'm trying to think too, like... what else did he... Okay, well, there was the... Unobtainium was the name of the element. Unobtainium or something like that? Anyways, it's on a periodic table now over the last 5 years. But also there was that. Oh, yeah. And one of the things, and they don't really talk about it this much.
That was uranium 121 or something.
Well, that might be the number, but no, it's unobtainium. Unobtainium or something like that. Oh. So I don't know. Something like that. But no, it's definitely not uranium 101 or something. It has a number. It has a number, but let's look it up.
Oh, no, yeah. He was saying that there was, it's like something 121, or I don't know what the number is.
Yeah, because there's a number.
But there's a stabilized version and an unstabilized version.
Sure, I see what you're saying.
And he was talking about that.
The stabilized.
He worked on the stabilized version, and people were like, we don't have a stabilized version of that. You can't stabilize it.
Yes, because there's like it's like 115, I think it is. That's what it is. It's 115 or something. There's like a 113 and a 115, and those two are unstable. And they're like there is no such thing as 115, essentially, or something like that. The one in the middle, they were like, there's no such thing of it, and now they know that it actually is stable.
And basically, he's saying that they got that element from. He thinks they got the element from the spaceships,
exactly,
or spaceship, whatever that landed in that
That's
area.
right. It's a reactor, and they did because in his mind, not in his mind, but what he said is they were using that reactor that had the element in it to fly these things. Yeah. They weren't able to fly super far, but they'd fly it off the ground. And I should say this: what it was anti-gravity, essentially. Yeah. It was anti-gravity, so it's pretty cool.
Really good.
It's really, really cool. Yeah. So definitely, you guys check it out. Sorry to go in detail about that. We can talk about that. I can talk about that all day because it's fascinating to me.
It is.
Okay, you guys.
Hope
we are wrapping this up.
Let us know what you see.
Yes, let us know. Let us know if any of those sound good and if you want more. Whether it's Netflix, Amazon, or Hulu, let us know. We watch a lot of movies, so we got a lot of suggestions.
Yeah,
so
we'll get more.
All right, you guys.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Sharing is caring. Let your friends and family know what the KNJ fam are doing. Thank you so much for watching us. We love you, and we're going to see you tomorrow for another video.
Absolutely. And until then, guys, have a wonderful day, afternoon, and night. Peace.
Peace out, Trouts.